that the world really thinks she's only a female. But more, I'm born to be a maker. Greatness I can see. I have power to be anything. I am so more than this. Even more, I'm a dreamer. Even more, and a achiever. Even more, I can be anything. I just believe in me. Even more. Woo! Ladies, sing with me. There's a love story out there where the road is inside for me. Oh, hear the little story from here. And it's like the path I must go. I'm on the future. Because I'm strong, I'm more than that. I'm fearless, I'm a achiever, resilient, I'm unstoppable. I'm creative, I'm brilliant, I'm female, more. It's the cry of a girl, give her another, wake her up. Yet the world really thinks she's only a female, but I am more. I'm born to be a maker. Greatness my mind can take. I have power to be anything. I am sure I am more than this. Even more. I'm a dreamer, even more. An achiever, even more. I can be anything if I just believe in me. Even more.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What a wonderful way to welcome you to another good edition of Running Spotlight. And of course, we're live on Freedom 87.9 FM.
Hear the little story.
I would like to say Happy New Month to all of you, our amazing listeners and viewers. And July is here, 2025, and we have already achieved a lot. And because to be alive, I think that's one of the greatest achievements ever. This program comes away every Wednesday on Freedom 87.9 FM, and we discuss different issues on different occasions. Today, we have one of Liberia's youngest entrepreneurs, and of course, she's going to definitely tell us about her journey into the world of business. My name is Princess Alexa Venjicoli. I am your presenter, and of course, I'm here with my able producer, Abraham Kamara.
I'm not good enough. It's brilliant.
The DJ's hero.
I'm creative. I'm going.
If you're listening to us, and of course you are an Orange subscriber, we're saying to you, Orange has a lot in store for all of you. Orange Liberia is saying there's no more pay as you go, so that has already stopped. There are subscribers who complain on a daily basis that whenever they're out of their activated data bundle, their regular credits will be taken away. Orange is saying to you that has already stopped. So that is to preserve your credit, and that is for transparency as well. So if you do not have any activated data bundle, just rest assured, Orange is going to reserve your credit. There are also different codes to activate promotional data bundles with Orange Liberia. Star 222 hash, star 241 hash is also another one. And quite recently on the social media, Facebook, we had a lot of people saying Orange is giving out 300 minutes for free to her subscribers. Of course, that is factual, but it is not for Liberia. It is not for local calls in Liberia. Orange Liberia is saying to her valued customers, roam free. If you're going to take a trip to Sierra Leone, you have free 300 minutes to stay connected with your family and friends. So that is for people who are traveling to Sierra Leone. That is for Liberians who are traveling to Sierra Leone. And that is for you to stay connected. So it is not for Liberians in Liberia to use locally. It is for you to use out of Liberia, specifically Sierra Leone. Orange Liberia is also saying to you, go and get your national identification card to ease all troubles when it comes to transacting business at Orange Liberia office. So there are 3 locations. Orange has one of the offices are bypass Monrovia. Go there and definitely just do what you're supposed to do to get your national identification card. Go to 16th Street, Archon 16, the most iconic building on 16th Street. Go there also. You'll be able to get your national identification card. There are different, ways to do it. Also, Conga Town. So Orange Liberia is here for you. Orange Liberia is here to stay. Orange Liberia is here to help whole valued customers have amazing time while using Orange Liberia. Women's Spotlight is proudly sponsored by Crime Stoppers Liberia. Crime Stoppers Liberia is our prime sponsor right here on Women's Spotlight. I would like to say good afternoon to you, Old Man Sam Saya, the Chief Executive Officer of Crime Stoppers Liberia. We took a very short break to be right back. When we get back, we'll go quickly into our discussion of the day. If you are watching me now, I am wearing an authentic Liberian jersey. This is from Suncoast Sports. So if you are following this live broadcast on Facebook, if you're also listening via the radio and you want to get exactly an authentic Liberian jersey, imagine we have July 26th just around the corners. So definitely you can contact Suncoast Sports on the social media and get yourself one of these amazing jerseys. We took a very short break to be right back.
Yet the world really thinks she's only a female, but I am born. I'm born to be a maker in my greatness. My mind can't see me. I have power to be anything. I am short, I am more than this. I'm even more. I'm a dreamer. It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime and boy, don't take law in your hands for the authority. Really can't take your love. Crime stop running for us. Bring it safe to your door. Whether you reach or you go. If you see a you must target, no me you check. Whoever safe game. If you see a don't keep it. You must fight to report it. People bring it safe to your door. Stop it and make it peace for them before. Liberia. On the center to interior, keeping ourselves just stopping for all our own. People bringing safety to your door. Stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Come step in Liberia. On the center to interior, keeping ourselves just stopping crime for all our own.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self-owned man.
Well, I'd like to say welcome back to Women's Spotlight. You just listened to words from our sponsor, Crime Stoppers Liberia. As a Liberian, make sure you do not take the laws into your own hands. So Crime Stoppers Liberia is here for all of you. We now go to our studio guest. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's nice to have you here, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have an amazing Liberian young lady. And if you are on Facebook, that means you know her some way. Yeah, because before just going into the world of business, she has been a Liberian socialite, right? One of the most supportive young ladies you will see out there. So we have her in studio. She's going to do us justice to introduce herself to our amazing audience. Let's go ahead.
Okay, Josephine Prestige Gifter, a student of Stella Maris Polytechnic University. I'm a young entrepreneur and I'm 26 years of age.
Oh, 26 years of age. And now, she has it going on. So let's just say it that way. So Josephine Prestige Gavler is 26 years old and she has a lot going on. So let's talk about your journey. Um, I remember, I don't know how many years ago, you had an intention to go into the house of Big Brabi Liberia.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was one of the moments I got to know you from afar, not personally. So how has it been for you as a young person in just trying to navigate your way, just to make it, just to reach out? How has it been?
It has been a very tough one, most especially as a young, beautiful, determined.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful, by the way. She is.
In a society, and most especially the kind of country that we're in, it comes to a lot. So it have been like ups and downs. One minute things is going well, and another minute ain't no going back. But so far so good. I'm grateful. I have been determined on what I actually want as a young person. So yeah, we're just flowing.
Okay. So before going to the world of business, I mean, you've been around for a very long time, and as a young woman in Liberia or out of Liberia, it is really hard to progress.
Yes.
And I'm not saying this to be biased. Normally, we're in a male-dominated society, and different sectors are basically dominated by men. So, for a young person, or young lady, by the way, to say, "Hey, I want to get involved with this, and I want to be a part of this," it takes a lot
Yeah,
because you have like different barriers. You have a lot of challenges from men trying to maybe downplay you and just looking at your physical, morphology as to what you have as a woman. You're beautiful. You have this. You have that. So they try to get with you based on you being a woman and not about your qualification, right? So how have you managed to be here today?
Okay. So, like over the past 5 years, I have been working for people a lot. I mean, a lot, especially in Liberia when you don't have a degree, and then you're trying to work for people. It's just a pocket change. But with all that, it helped me to become the person I am today. It comes to a lot, like the disadvantage. People want to misbehave when you just because they see you this kind of determined person and you want to reach out there, they want to do XYZ. But with all that, I'm grateful and I always stay on my word and my integrity. Like I'm not going to settle for less. I always want to keep pushing. So if an individual thinks that okay because she wants to be this kind of person, she want to grow, I'm going to take advantage. Disadvantage, I take it as a no for me.
Oh, okay. So now I wanted to say a business executive, and I think I'm free to say that.
Go
You're a business executive. You are not a small woman right now. You have your own thing going on. And what exactly you do now, you're also helping to empower other Liberians. It is not just about you right now. So recently you launched the Prestige Real Estate and Maintenance Service.
Yeah.
What was the motivation behind that?
So growing up, I already had a beautiful family, mom and dad, but the coherence of death took them away.
I'm so sorry.
I went through so much. I call myself one of the strongest young girl in the entire world.
Of course.
I went through a lot, and I have this mindset of giving back to the society. So I feel that just because today I cannot give, maybe call a couple of people, give them rice, give them money. I told her, okay, I came from a business background. My mom was a businesswoman. I grew up in Douala Market. She was selling trial meat. So I saw her going through so much, and I was like, okay, my mom went through a lot with her children. I think I can change the narrative. So I came up with this plan of with all of the jobs that I do, the services that I give, my favorite part is the housekeeping aspect.
Okay.
Yes, because you know what, I deal with a lot of women that got children, that got family, that they're going through so much. So every time I meet up with them, we have a conversation, we talk. It just gave me that feelings of okay, I'm giving back. So my whole mindset is I just want to become an independent woman that will able to help a lot of people. So right now for me, it's not all about the profit. It's about what people are trying to make their life great, trying to make their life easier. Let me be part of them. So yeah.
So how is business? Because this is business. How is
Um.
business? How has it been? What are the different feedback you're getting from your clients? You're also getting from your family members, your friends. How do they feel about this new venture for you?
Yeah. They feel great. They feel so proud of um, the place that I am today, and I'm grateful to go for my family, the most especially the strangers. The strangers play a whole lot of good roles in my life. I'm grateful.
Mhm.
So yes, they are proud, and then we are just kind of working together because the motivation all the time. I just started 3 months old being your business. You know, it's tough.
Mhm.
Yeah, trying to brand, trying to bring up with people, tell them what you into, what you can do, what you cannot do. It's really tough, but with all that, I'm grateful. We're keeping it going. Just want to keep pushing until things can get better.
So it has been 3 months since you launched your own. I'll call that company anyway.
Yeah,
Since you launched your own company, so 3 months. There are people who are giving you feedback. They're saying, "Hey, we're proud of you. We're proud of the woman you've become and the woman you are becoming." So it takes a lot to actually get here, especially in Liberia. This space is very toxic.
yeah, very
It
toxic.
is. So sometimes you have a dream, you want to fulfill that, but at the end of the day, you wouldn't because of how the environment is.
Yeah,
So it is really hard for people to thrive. But the fact that you are here says a lot about how committed and passionate you are. And it says a lot about how much you want to give back to people because people open businesses, number one, you're definitely going to get profit.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, you want to give
yes,
back to people, you want to give back to the society, the services you provide. That is you giving back
yeah.
to Liberians, you giving back to Liberia. So what are some of the major challenges you're faced with as the CEO?
Yeah. So at this point is customers. So we have been like 3 months old, and the customers are not really flowing like that. But we got a good portion for now. But as a business owner, you want growth,
Yeah.
you want more profit. So we really need a lot. We really need a lot of customers, and so far so good at it.
So where is your office and how can people actually reach out to you if you want to get there to have you provide some of your services to them?
Okay, so we are located at I campus, Karen Robert Street intersection. So we're that
What
way.
are the different services? You talked about that in person, so
Yeah,
just just go back to.
we do full property kits. Um, we do property maintenance. We give a housekeeper out to people, and the housekeepers are not just the kind of regular person or regular people that you just go in community and then say, "Come and take care of my kids, come and
Mhm.
take care of my homes." No, it's not that. We do full background checks on them. We make sure that the sound behavior bomb. We got our contracts, we got our agreement that they will sign, and we train them. So you don't need to worry about, okay, I'm leaving XYZ to my house. She must steal for me. She might not take care of my kids. No, they are professional people that pay key attention to what they need to do to a particular home. And for the property maintenance, if you have Airbnb, you have a rental house, and you don't want to be going back and forth with your tenants every time. You
Mhm.
just reach out to us. We are legal.
You get patient to deal with tenants.
Yes, we are legal. Our business is registered, so no
Mhm.
need to worry. You just need to come to us and say, okay, Prestige Maintenance, I need you to take full control. So
Mhm.
when it comes to your rent, even if your place is leaking or you need to renovate, we do all that. You just come to us and then you go through our contract, you go through our agreement, you
You're gonna
sign
do exactly.
every year or every 6 months. You just relax. You and tenant don't have a no composition. You just come to us,
You
we
guys
handle
handle
your
that.
issues, and then that's it. And then that's the same way for the property. So if you have your home and you don't want our regular services, like for maybe the week or more, you can reach out to us and say, okay, every Saturday, I need you guys to come to deep cleaning, clean our house and X, Y, Z. We are there to help you. Even offices, we do this. Even if you have a nightclub or probably or bar or
Okay.
maybe a restaurant, you
Yeah.
just want people to come and do deep cleaning, probably after every 2 weeks, we are available to help.
So I mean, just these services, I don't want to say they're a bit stressful because normally, as a landlord, as we put that in Liberia, if you have a tenant, normally there are difficulties in reaching your tenants, and sometimes you go back and forth with maybe some sort of confusion, just talking back and forth. So how do you manage to just maintain this? Like
That's
if
what
a property owner gets to you and be like, hey, Prestige Real Estate, hey, we want to do this, we want to do that, we'd like you to just work on our tenant for us. Just we don't want to be going back and forth.
yeah.
So we want you to handle that. So are people trained enough to manage?
We are trained enough to manage. So that's why we everything we do is kind of legal. So if you are a person reach up to me and tell me, okay, Prestige, we got like 4 to 5 clients in this compound and we want you to manage. What we would do, we have a meeting with
Okay.
all of the tenants and then we come up with an agreement form. So you as a tenant, you need to sign that agreement form.
Okay.
So everything that you do against the agreement,
Okay.
you will have to take the full responsibility of it. So there
So
is nothing.
it works well
Yeah, yeah, it
because
was well.
you have an agreement, or you have an agreement with different clauses. So if Alexa is the tenant, Alexa gets to you, Alexa is going to sign.
Yes,
So if Alexa goes against any clause within that agreement, it is on Alexa.
yes,
So at the end of the day, whatever happens, it is on me to maybe if I'm going to damage something that I'm not supposed to
yes. You're
damage,
going to
it is on
fix
me
it.
to.
Yes,
If you do not, definitely you know exactly what's
you
happening
are
because you
going to
have a
happen.
written contract,
Yeah,
to prove that this is this and that is that. Now, you are running a real estate and maintenance service. This is like huge because we see a lot of different you know, maintenance services around, especially people who provide these different services. But then you have complaints from some of the clients. Nowadays, everybody goes on social media, everybody just talks about some of the issues they're faced with. So there are people who have complaints, on different, real estate, companies in Liberia. So they have talked about some of the different things that go on. So, how different is your company from the rest of the ones we have in Liberia?
okay, we are reliable. We open room for complaints. So even if um you have so much personal issues, or maybe my workers are not doing the work they're supposed to do, we open room for you to come and talk.
Okay.
For me, I value my clients and I value my workers.
Hmm.
Just because my workers come and say, okay, this is prestige or whatever way they want to call me, and then you tell me, okay, the client, the X, Y, Z, and blah, blah, blah. I don't just take that.
Okay.
That's the same way it goes to the client. If you come and tell me, okay, your staff did this in XYZ, I'm not just going to take that. We do investigation
Hmm.
and then we work towards it. That's why I always check up on my clients. I always check up on my workers. I always want us to get that connection. The communication skills should be very, very high to
Mhm.
a point that your client will not get mad to go on social
Yeah.
media and say, "Oh yes, I see blah 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 blah."
Mhm.
No, you always find a way to have a common ground as a
Yeah.
business person. Like people can always say customers are always
Always
right.
right.
It's not always, but
Yeah,
at
not always.
times,
Not
at
always.
times,
Some customers, some clients. Oh my God.
yeah, at times we just gotta negotiate and know
Yeah.
that we are all human. We are not perfect. Things happen. So yeah,
You can do well when you say it that way.
we trying.
Yeah, it's important, and I
Yeah,
hope this continues,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because when you have a new business, you usually that's like a business trick. You
yes.
know, you want to get a lot of people on board. You want to have your clients, you want to have customers, you want to have all of those different things. So when you just open, you definitely be fair enough to have a cool conversation with some of the people who are willing to invest, who are willing to, get your service and all that. But as time goes by, if you start making plenty of money now, so no,
No,
I don't care. So
I'm
I hope.
I so much got passion for this. It's something that I want to go big. Yeah, I want to go very, very big. So I put in all of my time and effort into it. I really want it to work.
So how many young people do you have employed, or how many people work with you now?
Okay, so I have 15 for now. 15 women.
What's the name?
15 women right now. I got a lot that's still on standby. We train and then we keep them when client come and then
15
yeah. For now
for now
we have 15 that are already on in
in
homes.
homes and working.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you recruit these people? Because you spoke about trust.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that people are very, very skeptical about. Like if you want to have like someone in your home as a house help, you think about trust.
Yeah.
Because some people have the kids at home and they have different things that are to be protected. So they want to have someone in their home that wouldn't actually be a person who does something unusual. So they need someone they're going to trust. They need someone whose service is effective, efficient, and who is always there to do what they want to do. So how do you recruit all these people, to get them on board? Because that's also very important.
So like I said earlier, what we do, like when we just started, we put up hiring.
Okay.
Yeah, and then people came around. So they came, they brought their particulars, their name, where they live in XYZ. So we went through the training, we went to their homes, we did background checks,
Okay.
we have a legal document that is signed,
Hmm.
and every time we do check up on them. So it's not just some
Just take
regular
someone else from.
or ordinary person that you just go and take from the street and carry them in people home. Because mind you, the contract that my clients signed with me, if anything lost in that home, I take full
not you.
responsibility. So I don't take it lightly to just find an ordinary person and
Because you're
just
being a lot of
yes, I
trouble.
will be in a lot of trouble. So I take a whole lot of effort to know my staff,
Mhm.
to make more research on them, and make sure everything is in place. Because as a young person, one thing that can really pull you down
Hmm.
is a bad character.
Yes.
Like people get that bad
Yes.
mindset about you. So I'm
Yes.
being very careful when it comes to that.
And the space is very small.
Yes.
Liberia is very small.
Everybody know everybody.
Yes. So
That's
if
it.
one person talks bad about you, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
And then you will have that just, in different circles. You wouldn't know exactly what's going on,
Yeah.
but then people wouldn't want to work with you because they already have that about you. Even if it comes from just a single person, they wouldn't just go beyond, to do all the background checks to know if this person is saying the truth or not. So I'm glad that you're smart. Yeah, you're smart because I mean there are people who have these different companies locally in Liberia, and sometimes you just want to be out there. Oh, Alexa has a company, so Alexa doesn't work so much, to understand her staff. She doesn't work so much to understand her staff members, characters and all that. So if you're going to have them employed in people's homes to work, whatever happens there, you'll say no. I can put my name on top people, but for you, you already understand that dynamic. So you have your people, they're trained enough. And other than just being trained, they signed,
Yeah.
A contract or
Yeah.
an agreement that if anything happens, you will be held responsible.
Yeah.
So if you go in the people's house, for example, if they're saying something in their home that is not supposed to be out, and you were there as a worker, the next day we hear the news flying all around, are you?
Yeah.
So it means you know exactly, yeah, because it happens.
Yeah, sure, it happens.
Confidentiality is very key. There are people in their homes, they have like a lot to talk about. They have family discussions and they actually have meetings from work. So sometimes you're just in your home, you're discussing some kind of serious company secret, then your house help go there. So they left and said the thing that happened that I was today, our boss man, So if you go
Yeah.
out, then people be thinking, how did that actually go out there? Like who actually put that out? So if you already know you've signed an agreement with your boss lady, you know not to say a word.
Mhm.
You know how to act.
Yeah.
You know how to protect number one your job, and you know how to protect the people you're working for, how to respect their space and all that. So I think this is like a good thing for a lot of people to learn because
Yeah.
there are people who have been business people for years.
Yeah.
I'm not sure some of them deploy these measures, to protect themselves, to protect because you are also protecting your employees,
Yeah, sure.
and you're protecting your clients. So it goes like three ways. So you protect yourself, you protect your employee, and then you're protecting your business client who,
Yeah.
want to get your service and all that. So what would be a message that you like to send to young girls? This is women's spotlight, by the way. So I would say young girls. So if young boys want to take from it, that's fine.
Yeah.
But this is for young girls. What would you like to say to them? Like a young girl is out there. She's thinking about maybe opening a business. She's thinking about doing something else for herself. She's trying to be independent, in a space that's really toxic, in a space that's a male dominated society, by the way. What exactly would you say to young girls who want to just go forward, who want to progress, but they don't know exactly how to go about it? Because you passed through that. I'm sure you didn't just sit one morning
No.
and you be like, hey, today I'm opening this.
No.
It took you time.
A lot of
So
time.
please tell us, what exactly can we do?
Okay. So for me, I would just say, as a young person, especially a young girl, is to never stop trying. Never stop trying because you are the light. The world is so large for you to explore. You don't have to be scared. You don't have to be afraid of your dream. Like you go and tell somebody, okay, I want to start up this business. They be like, you think it will go in Liberia?
Mhm.
Oh, I experienced that. Like you think that
Mhm.
will go in Liberia? Don't invest in it, XYZ. You have to keep trying. Life is very, very hard. If you need someone to do XYZ for you, you should be in a position to get the mindset of growing.
Mhm.
You can get a person that could give you 500 USD every month. But what are you doing with that 500 USD?
Mhm.
Maybe you just go get provision and XYZ and just put it in the house. At some point, people get tired of helping. Even our parents don't live for long. People don't live for long. Relationship can go the
Yeah.
longest time you think that it will go
Yeah.
for. And family people get tired of helping you with XYZ. But I feel that we as a young people, we should keep trying. The world is hard. Just because today you see your friend on Facebook, maybe taking picture on iPhone, and you think all is well, all
Mhm.
is not. People got their dark side. You can start small. They got a lot of business idea. The TikToks that we can be on, the IG, the Facebook. Let me tell you, a whole lot of business ideas. Small, small. You just have to start from somewhere. You don't need to start big for people to see you. Like I did a post yesterday. I said, do not get tired promoting your work. You might get a low like low comment. People not you think that people not looking at you,
There are
but people
people watching.
do.
Yeah.
People watching you. So always keep trying. If you want to go to school to the point that you can stand in front 10 men here and challenge them when it comes to book. Even your friend with me, you can stand in front of them and challenge them. If you want to be a business person, put your time, your resources and energy into it. So yeah, that's it. Never stop trying. Believe in yourself. Be determined about whatever that you want to do. And at the end of the day, your consistency will pay a lot. It will pay. And sometimes you will just be in your room or probably you just share tears and be like,
Oh,
okay, I did it.
yeah.
So many times I can sit by myself and be like, okay, I'm trying. I know I'm not even 5% of where I want to be.
Mhm.
But everything starts from somewhere.
Yeah.
So no
Small,
matter the
small.
support you got from other places or whatever you're going through, always know that nobody got you
Then
like
you
the
have
way you got yourself.
exactly.
Yeah. So
So
that-
that's a message to, I think everybody should just take it, whether you're a boy
yeah,
or a
yeah,
girl,
yeah.
right? As
Just
a
take it.
person, if you want to do something, if you want to take a new journey, if you want to embark on something, new, do not be scared. Of course, fear is one of the things that we feel, one of the emotions we feel, and it doesn't go away. You can still be afraid, but do not stop trying. If you have a plan to achieve something, for your information, and Prestige did not just get up one Monday morning and be there today I'll open it and she opened it the same Monday. No. So it is a gradual process. You start, you plan, and you are consistent. You also have God on your side,
Yeah.
So you start to work, just within exactly what you want. Even if there are people supporting you from afar, there are people supporting you near, you still need to believe in yourself as a person and be like, hey, I think I can do this. So you keep pushing, do not stop. And the thing you talk about, keep posting your business. I think that's something also to take from. Whether you're a business, whether you're maybe a media practitioner, whatever you do, whatever professional space you find yourself in, continue to do that, because there are times you wouldn't see maybe likes, because on the social
Mhm.
media there are people who really need validation so much.
Yes.
You don't always need people's validation. No, people do not need to validate your qualification.
Mhm.
If you know what you have, you know what you have. There are
Yeah.
people who are saying that.
Mhm.
They may not be there to comment,
Yes.
may not be there to, react,
Mhm.
but they're also watching and they
Yeah.
support you from afar.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I think we have to keep pushing all of us,
Yeah.
So that's a good lesson from you. And I mean, I'm taking that so much.
Thank
And I
you.
hope everybody out there, you're also taking that. So how do you balance all of this? You're a student,
Yeah.
right? So you have family time as well. You're a
Mhm.
student, you have a business to run, and you're a young person. So you need a time just to have time for yourself as a person. Maybe you want to stay home, maybe you just want to take a long drive, maybe you just want to be at the beach and all of these things. So you have a lot as a young person that you ought to do, and as a human being, you have a lot. So how do you manage to balance everything together?
Okay. So I'm not working alone. I got a couple of people work for me. So um, we just together. I got time now. I have to go to school. I got time now. I have to go to church. I got time that I want to go out weekends. Oh yes, I love to go out
I
weekends.
know. I see all the nice posts and
Yeah,
stories. You know.
I work so much. Like you got clients calling you, you got your staff calling you in XYZ. And then at times on Saturdays, I mean myself, I go to client house and work there.
Oh
Oh yeah.
wow!
Yeah,
Wow!
we got machine that we use to clean your floor very well. So on some Saturdays I go to work. I love to supervise it too. So far so good. I just maintain my schedule. Yeah. The time to work, I work.
It's
Time
time to school.
to school, I school. Time to chill, I chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to learn from you because my life
Yeah,
is boring.
it's not really that easy, but we working.
But you get tired sometimes and just be like, oh my God.
Yeah, I got tired a lot. I get tired, but at the end of the day, we have to achieve.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to do what you have to do.
yeah.
You can't just sit back and be like, hey, I have to rest. If you rest, you're not eat.
You're not.
You know,
Yeah, you're not.
so you gotta be all around.
Yeah.
So I have like, how many more questions do I have for you? So everyone has legacy. Hmm? And I think there are great women in Liberia. We have Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, Liberia's former president, and she has a legacy not just in Liberia but all of Africa. And we have a lot of prominent, eminent women. Let's forget about prominent, eminent women. We have young people who are working hard just to leave something behind. So, what exactly would you want to be remembered for as a young woman? This path you've chosen, you're already on this path, you're going gradually. By the grace of God, you're going to get what you want to get. So, what exactly do you want to be remembered for?
Um,
Prestige was into a bit of entertainment at the end of the day. Because people are like, brother, entertainment now. So,
yeah,
yeah, so you've been on different journeys
yeah.
and you found a path that you said to yourself, hey, I think this is what I want to do. I want to help people. I want to reach out to, Liberians. I want to provide different services to Liberians. I want to help them. I want to make your home look nice. I want to have your house maybe renovated or, refurbished and whatever it is. I want to help. So now you're on this path. So what would you like to be remembered for?
Okay. So I just want to be one of the biggest entrepreneur in Liberia. I want to give back to the society. I want to help young girls. Yeah, I'm working on that to get a organization
Okay.
that I can work with young girls, inspire them,
Mhm.
and just make them understand that no matter your background, no matter what you have been through, you can just be a great person in your own way.
Mhm.
So yeah. So basically, one of the biggest entrepreneur. I want to give back to the society. I want to have one of the biggest. Let me just say, guest club in Liberia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I pray that that will work for you
Yeah.
100%. I support you from afar and publicly, let me say, Prestige is one of the strongest
Yeah.
young women I know.
Yeah.
I've always said that to myself, and I think I have found a moment to say that on her birthdays and all that. But I admire her strength so much
Thank you.
from afar. And so, if you're listening to us, if you're watching us, reach out to Prestige Real Estate and Maintenance Service. Reach out to her. She's going to announce her number to reach out. She's also going to tell you about, is there a page that someone can,
Yeah.
yeah. She's also going to announce that to all of you. So reach out, support her. Don't just say they get fun. So why when they get fun, they get you to eat, they get you to do this. So we need money.
Yeah.
So we say get your money for free. If you don't get money free, fine.
No problem.
No problem. But she also has services that she can provide to all of you. So
Yeah.
reach out, support her business. This is a new business, 3-month-old business. Right. So you said a new business.
Mhm.
So she's trying to grow, she's trying to reach out. So help. So before you announce the number or numbers, I have one last question. Hmm?
Okay.
And the last question I have, there are different moments in our lives where we learn lessons. Hmm?
Mhm.
It may be from our personal experiences as people, it may also be from professional experiences, but all together in life, we all experience a lot of different things. Whether you're a 26-year-old girl, whether you're 50, whatever age you are, you're not experiencing anything in life here, right? So, of all the things you have experienced and all the things you are still experiencing, what lesson have you learned?
Man,
And I say,
a lot. But what I can tell any young girl today, no matter what, always try to put yourself in a position to afford your needs and wants. That's the when I'm saying afford your needs and want, I'm not saying you should do illegal things.
Mhm.
I'm not saying you should sell yourself. But as a young person, especially a girl,
Mhm.
if you're not in a position of affording your needs and wants, there's a whole lot of disadvantage.
Mhm.
A lot that I cannot say right now because if I try to express it
Well, number
out,
for you.
yes. So what I would tell any young person, especially a female, always try to afford your needs and wants. It's very important.
Mhm.
Even if you have a family relationship that is helping you one or two, always just be able to afford whatever you want. Yeah, it's
Okay, so I
important.
think that's an important message. Don't buy going to young girl, you boy, you want to afford, I want to have it.
Yeah,
You already know from the day of creation, it was clear that
yeah,
you ought to be responsible for you, for your family, and all that. But now in today's world, when you also have to be independent, you have to try as much as possible to do what you can for yourself, even though people will be there to help. you still need to do things for yourself. So please announce. It has been a good time actually having you here with us on the radio.
Thank
We
you.
have like a minute to go. So I want to say thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to having you on different occasions, to talk about your business. I'm
I very
always here,
appreciate it.
all the time. So how can we reach out to Prestige Real Estate?
Okay, so we have our official page on
Mhm.
Facebook and IG, Prestige Real Estate Maintenance Services. Or better still, since we are still new, it's not the page
The
is not
page is
really
okay.
large. You can reach out to me on Josephine Prestige Kiflo on Facebook. And then you can call us on 0775 899 434. Or better still, you can call 080
So before we leave you, is there something we did not talk about that you would like to say?
Okay, yes. So shortly, I'm about to add another service
Okay.
to my business, and I'm asking everybody, most especially the working class, I'm about to make life so easy for probably the bachelor or people that don't like to cook at home. XYZ. So I'm launching my business next week, Monday.
Uh-huh.
So if you are working class person, and basically you can eat maybe $7, $8, or $10 food on a regular day,
Mhm.
or working day.
Work day, yeah.
So at times people don't get mad. At times things can get so hard,
Right.
especially when we not get around 15, 20.
Yeah.
So to make life easy, if I tell you how much you can eat and then you tell me $12, $10, I just tell you give me $100 every month. So if you give me that $100, I'm responsible to give you food for the working days.
I see what you're talking
I'm
about.
serious. I'm responsible to give you food for the working days in a month. So that $100 every day between 12 to 12:30, the delivery guy will come and call you and say, Chief or boss, the day we at your office, we brought your food, and then you sign
And get your
and get
package.
your food. So every month you just give the $100 and you relax.
Just know you're gonna eat every
Yes, no, you're
working
going to
day.
eat and not just the kind of regular food, no.
Cereal food and
Very
about
delicious.
dinner. Oh, it's a
And then you get dry meat into it. So don't need to worry about it. We're making things easier. And
Yeah.
even like most people don't love to cook Sunday.
Yes.
Especially the bachelor.
yes.
So Sunday we'll be having from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh wow.
We'll cook 2 soups every Sunday.
Every
so you just
Sunday.
need to Saturday just put in your order. Sunday,
And Sunday you get your
food
meal
will be ready.
prepared strictly.
And then we'll
for
be
you.
doing all regular dish too. But I think it's an amazing idea, and
Yes.
I want everybody to buy that idea. You will enjoy $100 sampling. We just calculate the amount you spend.
You're gonna spend daily.
Daily,
and-
just calculate
yeah.
that amount, including the fee and extra.
Yes, a lot.
So yeah,
It's a lot. Wow. So I mean, they're amazing services
yeah.
for all of you. So please reach out and start doing business with all. Okay?
Yes,
Reach
please.
out to us and start doing business with us. But it has been a good time having you, and thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
I look forward to having you on different occasions right here on Women's Spotlight. Thank
I
you so much,
appreciate
and I wish you all the best, the very, very best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, this is how I like to take leave of you on Women's Spotlight. This one is called Over It by Brixton. One of my favorite songs right now, by the way. I have a lot of favorite songs. But you see that one here, it slapped. So if you're out there and a lover of good Liberian songs, go to Apple Music if you have iPhone and download Over It by Brixton. It is a Liberian song. Also, it is also used on TikTok to our young people out there. And open door on TikTok, just go there and use this sound, promote his song as well. Go to Audio Mark and download Brixton Over It. We're gonna be back here at about 4:00 p.m. on Freedom Hub. Until then, I want to say thank you so much for following us. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning again. Have yourself a pleasant time.
I'm a picking with feeling when you see me touching them.